Hello and welcome to Ecoholics. So we are discussing about the Economics Optional paper. It was held in January 2022 mains examination. So we are discussing about paper 2 section B. So this is the last video in the series. So we'll discuss about the 8th question. Let's start. First one, define capital account convertibility. So here you can say that whenever the word define comes, you just have to write the definition. What is the meaning of capital account convertibility? So here you write. Then the second part of the question, examine the Tarapur committee first and then second recommendations of the capital account convertibility on rupee. So this is a very direct question. I think you should attempt these kind of question because you'll be able to fetch marks because the recommendation are similar. If you just write it, you'll get marks. So there is no analysis you have to do. So capital account convertibility means there are two accounts in BOP, current account and the capital account. In India, current account convertibility we have fully, that is 100%. It started in 1994. At that time, in the time of economic reforms in 1991, Tarapur committee recommended that India should have partial capital account convertibility. So if they will ask, so I can say BOP, they're having two account, current and capital. Okay, so we are having full current account convertibility and on capital account we have partial. So almost 40% we can say. Now under current account it means all the export and import. So there's no limit how much currency you can convert if you are trading in the current account. It means you are exporting or importing goods. You can convert rupee to dollar and dollar to rupee in number of times. There is no restriction. But here in the capital account convertibility, where you are investing in the capital goods, there's a limit. It means you cannot take n number of dollars from RBI in order to invest or dilute the same thing. So these are the things. That's the meaning of capital account convertibility. The Tarapur committee recommendation that India should be structurally stable when you actually implement the capital account convertibility. Capital account convertibility, if you implement it, means if Indian government will implement, there will be high risk of capital outflow. So if you remember the Asian financial crisis of 1997, where what they called hot money, these are the scenarios that India can face. So just because of that, India is having partial, although the recommendations are saying that we can have, but still India is reluctant in order to implement the capital account convertibility on a fully basis because it will create a lot of problem. Then India won't be able to control the capital outflow if it will happen. The reason would be, we can say, the impact of that will be depreciation, the impact will be of inflation, and there will be a lot of problem on the rupee to dollar conversion. Next is, so very direct question again, analyze the effects of TRIPS agreement on Indian agriculture. Simple, trade related intellectual property rights. So trade related aspects of intellectual property rights. Why it is important? The effect first is that in agriculture sector, if you want to promote R&D, then obviously you have to take care about IPR. And that is one of the major reason. India is reluctant. Why? Because India is thinking that intellectual property is important. India is not denying. But the answer is, or the question in front of the policymaker is food security. So food security should not be the part of intellectual property. Or if it is, then there must be certain relaxation. So that was the concern of India. So the effect that you have to calculate or you have to write here is the TRIPS agreement on Indian agriculture. So talking about R&D mainly, and there are certain things like geographical indicators, and there are certain things like the pesticides and other insecticides what India is using. Another is India's concern is food security. So food security, India was saying that if there will be IPR, then providing food security to the population that India is having, it will be difficult. So impact, we can say the effect was there, but it was not India was able to win this war at the WTO forum. Last question of paper 2. How? So here the directive is how. How does new economic policy, again that 1991 liberalization policy, change the structure of employment in India? Evaluate. So here two directives. First, how. So how this changed? First I can say formalization, that is still going on. You can say that before new economic policy it was less regulated, a lot of informal unemployment. Employment went up because private sector came in, and as the private sector came in, you can say that a lot of people employed in private sector, so employment went up. The next thing is, you can say that fast pace. So things were moving very fast paced, because if you think about before 1991, it was everything slow, a lot of approvals and other things required. But now everything is fast track. People are switching from one job to another. Previously what happened, people were employed in a particular job and they will be like expecting that will retire in the same job for working for almost 25 to 30 years. Now people are having 2 jobs, 3 jobs, and they are switching things around. So new economic policy changed a lot of things, but what you have to write, I always say that for your answer writing, content is important as well as the context. So always remember that the context is 1991 and content is like these points. So I hope you understand what to write, what not to write. Still have any doubt, you can mention in the comment section as well as on my WhatsApp number. I hope you like the video series of 8 lectures where I discussed the paper 2 of Economics Optional. And if you have any doubt, always feel free to ask. Apart from that, there are 100 plus lectures available of Economics Optional on our Ecoholics mobile app, absolutely free. You can just go and watch those videos. I hope you like this initiative. Don't forget to subscribe Ecoholics and like this video. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.